Welcome to the afternoon session on this day. So today I will just briefly introduce how we had created the payload and how we can create an interpreter session, and then we'll just go with the flow, and also we will discuss some of the things how we can identify these interpreter sessions, and then how we can trace them and then control them, which are the different techniques and tools are there for doing so. So first I will just briefly show you this. Like what was happening was it's on a VM machine, so it was creating some problem. So I had created a brief content on that, and I will just show you that so that we can see it quickly. Then move on. See is we will take the two VMs, that is Windows and then the Kali Linux, and then I will try to create uh, one listener function from the Kali Linux, and then try to control the Windows machine or interact with it without the knowledge of this Windows machine. So first what we will do is we will create one exe file, and then using that exe file we will copy it to the web server of this Kali Linux, and then we'll try to access that from the Windows machine, and then we'll use the payload options, and then we'll interact with the Windows machine. To start with, first we'll take which of the payloads. So first I will take the payload. First I will search the payloads available. The payload which we are interested in is in the reverse TCP, because I want to set up a listener at the Kali Linux machine which will listen to the Windows machine or communicate with the Windows machine. Right. So in this case, I will just search for the payloads, as we have seen in the other examples as well. Type is the reverse TCP, and the platform for which we are searching is for the Windows. Right now, this is the list of the payloads. The screen size and also the font size. Okay. Now we have seen like, these are the payloads which are available. We will search a payload for the 64-bit machine, and we take this as a payload for doing that operation. Okay, just I will copy it so that we can use it for our other operations. So what I will do is I will use the MSF Venom to create this payload. So now I will have copied this payload. So I will use that payload for all my things. Like now you can use this as well. It show options, like it will be not set now because we will set it later while creating the payload by using the MSF Venom tool itself. Right. So I will just exit from here, and then now I will try to use the MSF Venom -p. Like first we can see the options by using the MSF Venom -h. It will give the types which are types and the options which are available for doing this. So to create this, I will go to MSF Venom -p. That will give the payload, and then I will copy the payload which I copied that time. So it will be pasted over here. Right. Save it. Then because this payload will not be required. So then I'm trying to create a connection that is reverse the TCP IP. That is fine. Just taking the command which I uh, executed previously. So I will select the architecture type as -a. -a. Architecture type is 64 bit. Then local port I'm setting to 8080, and the local host is the IP address of this particular machine, which I can get it from the if config. So if I click on if config, I can get the IP address. So I can see over here that it is 192.168.1.6. I have used it -f, and because -f is used to give the type of the file we want it. I want an exe file, and I'm storing that in the desktop so that I can easily send it over to the my We'll give it as evening.exe. Once we execute this, I am storing a file on the desktop. It should appear evening.exe file. Okay. Now it is creating a file by name evening.exe. Let us let it finish. Now this has been created. Now the next step is I need to copy this file from the top which has been created to the web server. Are you able to hear to me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, your voice is audible. No issues.
No, because in between I got a message stating that there may be connection issues. So I thought I will, okay. Okay. I'll just share it again. Are you able to share, see the screen?
No, not able to see your screen.
Okay. One second. Yeah.
Yes, we're
Right.
able to see now.
Yeah. Web server is there in the address which we have seen previously. So evening.exe to where www HTML folder. So the content will be copied onto this folder. I can again go to that particular folder and we can check whether that has been copied or not been copied. Okay. Right now I will go to where www then to HTML. Then I will see whether that is having a file evening.exe. Yes, it is having this evening.exe file. Now I need to send this evening.exe file to the target machine. How I will do it is first I will start my Apache web service or the web server on this machine. Start. Right now this will start this web server. I will access this web server that is at the IP address here config at 192.168.1.6 from the Windows machine. We'll see first it has been accessible or not. Yes, it is accessible because it is showing this file content. Then I had created a file name by name evening.exe. Yes, it has been available as well. So I will save location. Okay, open folder. Right now it is able to see. So before that, I will just again go to Kali Linux. And then we will set up a listener connection machine. So to do that, I will use the MSF console. use exploit type, right? Exploit calendar. Now I will set the payload address. I will copy the same thing which I had. I think I had copied this one. Okay, so yeah, payload type was this. I will set the payload as right. Okay, now I can see the options what are there for this. It has not been set. We will set the options. So to set it, set lhost, that is the local host as 192.168.1.6. Yes, it has been configured. If there is any error, it will show up that it cannot do that. Okay. Set L port as 8080. Yes, options, it has been set and then it is communicating over the local port. Now I will go to the exploit. Now it has created a reverse TCP handler on this IP. What I will do is I will go to my Windows machine and then try to access this from the browser again. Then particularly I will try to download this evening.exe again. Anyhow, I have downloaded it previously also. But again, I will run it. So it has shown that Windows is protecting and the file type is not recognized. It is from unknown publisher and all. But I will still run it anyway. Right now, I will go to my Kali machine. So we can see now that the sending stage is there and the meterpreter session 1 is opened and it is communicating in this path. It is communicating from the IP address 192.168.1.13 to this listener. Now I am the listener over here. First I will try to take the system info. What is the information of the system on which I am running? Yes, it is Windows 10 machine with the architecture as 64-bit and then it's a work group and logged on users too and other information whatever is there. Like one of the important thing also we can see is we can communicate with it and see the what is the present working directory. Right, I am in the downloads. And importantly, another thing also we can do, what we can do is we can take the screenshot of the Windows machine without the knowledge of the Windows machine. So now it has taken a screenshot of that and it has stored onto my desktop. Right, so if we open this one, you can see that I have taken the desktop of the machine on which I have just remotely monitored. Right, so even we can see at any particular time, even we can do that. There are many options like take it from directly from some folder or somewhere. Even this screenshot can also be captured. You can see it from here from the Kali machine. Close this one. Right. Now again, if I take another screenshot, now again it will take the home page of the Windows machine. Right, this is how we can create a load and then play with the target machine. There are various options for doing this. Even you can make the Windows workable or even this mouse workable or not workable mouse and then the keyboard. All those things we can disable and then enable working that. That are all the features you can say explore on your own. So and another thing is like if you are in suppose say like as I told before, even in you are in any of this windows, right? That current window will be captured. For example, if you are in, in a folder which you are not supposed to go, like suppose you are in photos folder. Yes. Okay. Okay, so get all memories in one place. So I should be able to get this snap on my Linux machine. So I will give screenshot and then okay. So now it has created a JPEG which will have this as get all your memories in one place. Right? This is how we will interact with the target machine remotely and get the information from load machine. This is how it works. Yeah, right. Like now we have seen how exactly this session has been created, and then how we can interact with the machine and then get some of the tasks remotely from the target machine. That is the thing. What I will do is I will make this video available on the YouTube channel, which was used to share the steps which are given to install the software, so that you can access it and you can practice it at a later time. Okay. So in this session, what I will do further is like how to detect this interpreter sessions that has been already been established, and that is the first thing we will try to do. And also, what is the idea of those processes which has been running in our machine without our knowledge, and what is the name of the process, and also the full path of the process we will see. For doing that, we can do it from the Linux. Like I will just share my screen and we will see that how to do it. Is the screen visible? One second, let me share it again. Yeah, right now, is it visible? Yes. Okay, I think it should be visible. Now, for identifying the PID of the processes and then which is on the meter connection, what I have done is like from one of the it will be having. Okay, I'm getting a like. Are you able to hear me? Because I'm getting a warning continuously that the audience you have a issue with the audio. Okay.
It's fine, Professor.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Just I wanted to make sure once. Right. Okay. I don't know because for some reason I'm getting the warning saying that it has been there. Right. Okay. Okay. Fine. So now, like, I'll go to that particular website which was having that exe file. So what is that file name is? Like, even you can find that interpreter connection detection exe file. So you can download, like there are various links from which you can get it, interpreter payload detection file. So just download it and save it. It's an exe file. I will share it with all like at a later stage, or even you can download it from this window if I can share it in the chat box. Right. From this I will take an exe file. You can just see like how I'm doing it. Then you can try to do it at your machine. So first go to the command prompt, then give it as you're running as an administrator. I'm just demonstrating this on my base Windows machine itself because like VM is having some issues and I'm not able to do it. Now try to analyze the desktop folder because I have saved that folder file which I have downloaded, that is meterpreter payload underscore detection on my desktop. So I will go to here and I will try to access my desktop now. So you can, there's a path you can find out from your machine where exactly it has been there, and from me it is there in the users. Users, then cd, right? now I will access my desktop. So now I will try to run the file that has been downloaded. That is meterpreter payload detection file. So if I hit enter, what it will do is it will give me the list of all the processes that are been running. So like there are 217 processes are there, and that has been scanned for identifying if there are any payloads are there in my machine. Payloads in the sense like any .exe file is there which is having a reverse connection or a listener function it is performing, that will be identified. So there is a one more way to do this. This is the way to do it from the command prompt. So if any such file that is there is an payload, then like instead of green it will show it as red. It will take some time to scan all this, and we'll get to know what is there. So it seems like because I'm running on a base OS, so it is just showing that everything is okay, and it will take some time to process all that. See, there are two things. One is this kind of a file detection is the first thing, and the second thing is deleting such file if any such file is found. So from here I can see that zero idle is okay. So I can understand that there are no such files which are been I should be taking care of. So, but if you are having a file, so what you can do over in that case is, okay, I'll just open it again. Then we are having two options, or you can say like an arguments which you can give as an input to this meterpreter file. They are called as IPS and then the IDS. Okay, I'll just let me show you that. I have this file by name this meterpreter, right, which I have been downloaded. What I will do is there are two options. One is IDS and the other is IPS. So IDS will, what it will do is it will detect all the meterpreter connections which are having a payload. Okay, that is the first thing. And the second thing is there is another option which is called as IPS. So IPS will not only find out which are the meterpreter sessions are present, it will also kill such payloads which are there in your system. You can run it on any system and you can see if there are any such payloads are there, it will kill such any meterpreter sessions are there. And also you can use this to verify again on an Windows machine that like that file has been deleted or not, that payload has been deleted or not. Like this is the one way to do it. It will just check that the IPS mode is on, so that if any meterpreter connections are there, they will be deleted till the file. So if it has been deleted, it will be marked in red. Since I'm running on a base machine, that is not been shown. You can try it on a VM that is running a Windows, and you can understand the difference. Okay, so this is not the only way to do it. There is an another way as well to find out this. So how the another way is by using the task manager. Okay, so it is giving that the meterpreter payload detection is okay, but nothing seemed to be a warning. So it will check all the processes that are running presently. We will go to one by one and we'll see. Okay, zero idle is okay. I feel that this system is safe. Another way is to do is by using the control panel. Sorry, task manager. I can just open the task manager. Hope the screen is visible, right? The task manager screen. Yeah, is this okay? So if you can go to the details, you can see from here that if any such kind of processes are there which are assuming to be like an exe file. See, like now comms apps or like kind of this .exe files will be there generally. Like those apps will be the one which will be creating this payload. So we can click on that interpreter session if you find something has been doubtful, and then you can double click on this. That will end that session, or even we can open the file location and check where exactly it has been stored. So as an hint, I will tell you, whenever you have a suspicion on some of these payloads or whatever has been running, first try to see the location of those payloads. Why I'm saying this, like if you see like DLL host, I know that it's not a payload, but if I see this open file location, it should show me something in the system file, or it should show in the other proper legitimate folder. If something is found in the temp folder, we'll see how to access that temp and then how to manually identify all this. Also, here you can make a check and also identify which are the things which may be an effect to our system. All these exe files are there. If you have any doubt on something, you can just click on that, or wdf host exe, for example, go to the file location, and it is stored in system 32. So before deleting it, just make sure that it is from an source which has been identified. Generally, all these files which are there as a malware will be present in a folder called as temp. We'll see how to do that temp also in a while. And this is one way to identify. Which you have a doubt, just open their audio DG is there. Just open their location and see if it is from any other source, such as temp or some other file location has been given. Okay. So now, like, what else can we do? Yeah, right. Once we go to here, another thing also we can make sure that go to the startup in the task manager itself. Here you can see which of the applications will be running with you once the system has been booted. For example, in this case, I have enabled a couple of things. One is this HP Inc. It will automatically done, and the Java update scheduler will be automatically enabled. Just make sure over here that any kind of an exe file has been popping up over here. If there are any processes which are unidentified, then you will get it as a .exe file. Even you can try this in the you can try this in the target machine, the target windows which I told you to install as a VM, right? So what is happening is, like, if I run simultaneously, it is getting hanging up due to some RAM issues in my present computer. So I'm just giving you like hints on how to do this, so you can practice it. Like, any of these sessions will be recorded, and then you can explore them previously back by seeing the CySecK YouTube channel, and then you can just verify and then find out those steps. So if you find something on startup which is suspicious, then also you can just check what is the location of them, or you can suppose, say, for Skype is there. If I want to see the open file location, I will see that this is there on the Skype for desktop. It is there in the program files. So this is how I'll make sure that my system is not having any of the uh, messages or any of the exe files that are not supposed to be. This is the two ways. One is by using the command prompt, by using a meterpreter file, and the other by using options like IPS and IDS. One is for detection, and the other is for the killing of any meterpreter sessions. And the other way is to go to the task manager and then find out if there are any payloads are there. If any payloads are there, we can uh, delete them. And if we delete them once, then the sysinfo command which we saw, right, to get the information from the target machine will not work, because we have already killed the meterpreter sessions. That is the one way, right? So the next way to find out any backdoor entries are there is go to the go to the run, and in the run, give us percentage temp percentage. So this folder should open me all the files that are there in the temp folder. So what I can see from here is, so what I can see in this is there are a lot of files which are been present over here, right, in the temp. So what we can do is, like, whether they are really required. No, they are not really required. So if you want, you can just right click on them and find out the details or the properties about them, and then what is their location. They're all in the local file. So there are high chances that this whatever the patches are there, right, that security issues or whatever the exe file will be there, that will be present over here. And also, like one of the best ways also to find out this is go to the in the task manager itself, see which of the services are running, right? These are all the services which are running in my machine. And also at the same time I can see the details of which are the applications are been running and who are the users, and on startup what you will do. This we have just seen now, right? Now if I am identifying something as a payload, that means I have an file which was not supposed to be there over here. Now I have seen that this is an application, WebEx application, so I don't want to touch it because it may affect whatever I'm talking over here. So like just check any service in this folder which is having a payload type, then identify that location. You will get the location as something as in the temp, then go to my temp folder and then delete from that particular file from this folder. So even if I delete everything in the temp folder, it is not going to affect in anyway, right? So you'll just delete all the items which are there in the temp. So even if you are having any malware or something, you should be able to delete them, right? Okay. So this is how we can clear them off in by using the task manager itself by running this temp. And one more thing we need to observe over here is there any file that has been ending with an .vbs extension in the startup? So if you are having anything as the .vbs found in the startup, then try to identify its location by using the open file location, and definitely it will be there from the temp file. So then we can go to the temp file and then delete only that file will be deleted. And also most of the time if something is there in the temp only, when you are finding out all this, then 100% or at least 99% I'm sure that it has been a payload, because like generally the other ones will be stored in their respective folders, only the payloads will be stored in the temp, because like they won't have any much things to do. Okay, so that is the another way to find out all these things and the interpreter connection. So what we need to do, one is temp, another is task manager. We can find out if you find something in the task manager that is suspicious or which needs an attention, then go to the temp folder, that is percentage temp percentage, and then try to delete from there also. But still we are not done yet. Then go to startup. In startup also we will find certain things like a VBS file or something, then go to the run again and give only temp. Okay, and it will give me like some of the process which are there over here. I can just right click on them and I can find where exactly their location is or other things I can find out. So if I find that something is disturbing or like what is there, some properties has been missing or its file location it is in the temp itself, right? So if it is not required, I can delete from here. So like this is another way of deleting the meterpreter connections, right? So we are not done yet. There is one more problem. Like if something is getting started as soon as our OS has been loaded, like for example in the task manager, if you see, like I don't have any such file. If something is there in the startup such as a .vbs file, I would have shown you, but just to understand how it will be removed is in the .vbs folder, if something is found, one second, yeah. Like if something is found over there, then we will again go to the run, and then we will type it as register edit, that is REGEDIT, and then it will get me access to the register editor. So I will just show you how it has been done and how we need to identify. Let me close all these things. So if something has been opening up along with your startup and you don't want that to happen and you want to delete that, you have deleted at two locations. One is a temp and also from the task manager processes. And but something has been coming up from that, then how do we do it is just open this, go to the run and type rig edit. I have done that already. So this window will open here. go to the H key underscore current underscore user. Under this one, find the Microsoft. Sorry, in this find the software, and in the software find where exactly this Microsoft is there, and then from the Microsoft access the window. Yeah, I'm going to the Windows, and in the Windows in particular go to the current version. Just let me, yeah, current version, I'm there already. So like this will be something like this. Then in the Windows go to the current version, and in the current version go to the run. There will be something called as run will be there. So if you click on the run, it will show what are the programs that will be starting up as soon as my system is booting. So one thing I can see is Skype for desktop is running. This I have even seen on the uh, here in the task manager, that on the startup it has been enabled. So I can remove this over here. If I want to remove this, I can just delete it from here. Are you sure you want to delete this? We can delete it from here, and then you can go to users details, and then upon startup. Now you can see over here that whatever the files that were starting up along with the Windows boot, that has been removed now. So if I restart my Windows, then that file will not be visible. So I have deleted from this folder from accessing in this path, H key, current user, software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, and run. For example, I have just removed the Windows for Skype for desktop, and shown that it is the way it will be deleted. Similarly, this is the way we will delete most of the things if we feel that something is messy or something is doubtful. Okay, so this is the another way to do it. This also, if you perform this, what is that? Sysinfo should not work, right? So now, like these are the two ways. Now if you have doubt about some particular software, right, like whether it is from a genuine source or not, so what we can do is we can check their hash value, as I told you before, and then identify whether they are the same or not. Just to check, are you able to listen to me, or is my voice is breaking or something?
It is
Yeah, okay.
fine.
Yeah, okay. No, no, just I wanted to cross check, because in between, if it is lost or something, I won't be having any idea, right? So, like, what you can do is you can go to winmd5.com website, and from this you can download a winmd5 that is only 249 KB file. I have already done this, so just I will go to this downloads folder, and I have just extracted, and I have kept it at one of the folders. So I will just use it, winmd5, and this will open. Now I want to check how this will be used to verify. So for testing that, I will try to create two files over here in this folder itself, two text files. One I will create by name Pavan, and then another file I will create by name Pavan1 itself. Right. So in one of the files I will write something, and then I will store it. Now we will try to see what will be the value of this hash value. And also for noting a hash value, I will just open in one more thing so that we can verify whether they're giving the correct value or not. Okay. So I will just browse it, then go to, yeah, in the download it's there. So I'll go to Pavan. Open. Right, I have got something as a current MD file checksum value. Right, I will just keep this value with me. This is from one of the empty files which has been generated. Okay. Similarly, I will try to browse the other one which I have created, and then I will get the checksum value. It is quick, it will come. So I have got something as this for my content file, right? Now what I can do is I can copy this this one, like which is previously created, and the present one is over here. So I will copy the previously found checksum value and I will verify. So it gives that it has been not matched. So that means whatever I have downloaded from some other website may not be the genuine one as I have downloaded from a legitimate software. So if I have downloaded, suppose say Adobe Microsoft, sorry, Adobe Reader, which will be used for Adobe Reader for the PDF documents. Suppose one I have downloaded from my the official website of the Adobe and the other one from a third party tool, some hosted. So if I want to verify which one is, whether the downloaded one is from the third party website is genuine or not, this is one of the simple trick we can use for doing this, so that I can make sure that okay, they are not matched, and then it will be found. We should be careful about such software. This is also one of the ways to identify whether we have downloaded the proper one or not, right? This is one of the tools that can be used for that. And apart from that, we have some other thing like yeah, there is something called as a C port, right? This port will be used to identify which are the tools or which are the ports are open in my given connection. This can be accessed from a web page. This is given here. The software name is cur port. That is the current ports, and the present version is this one. So now if I want to find out which are the ports are there and which are used for communication, then what I can do is I can download this from this bottom of the page. Like you can see, two versions are there. One is for 32-bit and the other is for 64-bit. Since I'm using a 64-bit machine, I'm downloading this. I have downloaded and kept it. So with the downloads, you can see it anyway. Right? In the downloads, I can. So I have downloaded and just extracted this. Just nothing there to install. Just click on this. It will open up all the ports which are there in this machine. So for example, if you can see over here, the screen, all these are related to UDP protocol. Some of them are UDP and some of them are TCP, and all are related to my Cisco WebEx. And the other thing which are running are for the Chrome exe, which I have created, right? So if I am getting some doubt on some particular IP address, and if I want to find out whether it is an uh, like what a meter biter connection or an worm, then what I am supposed to do, right? Like even I have some of the things like Teamweaver and all other softwares are there, which ports they are likely to use, that has also been given over here. Now if I want to find out whether I'm making a remote connection properly or not, I can do one thing. I can copy this one. Yeah, now it will if I click on that, it will open up another window, and it will show what has been there in that, and where exactly it has been coming from Google Chrome. The connection state has been established, and local address is given by 192.168.1.9. So I will just local address. If you find anything different or something else, just you can copy them. And what you can do is, yeah, like if I can see this, right, remote address is this one, right? But I want to know where exactly it has been communicating. There is a website wherein I can go and see there is something called as who is IP, or we can use some of the software like IP lookup, or those things I can use. There is something called as IP lookup. I can go to this IP lookup and then paste my IP address which I have copied, so that I will get the details of that particular IP address. So I can see over here that I'm trying to access the Google's IP, or a Google window I have been doing, and none of the services are active, and the type of the website is corporate. So you can see whether what is the status of this website. So if it is from a reputed company or from any Trojan or all those things, you can make sure from this portal, and where exactly it has been hosted, and also what is its geolocations. All those will be identified at free of cost. We can do so by using the current port. So if you are able to see any of the remote addresses which are not known to you, then you can definitely use this lookups, and then you can do it. So for example, if I'm having doubt on this IP, I can just go to the IP lookup. Then I can copy it over here and find out what exactly I was trying to do, or what was my connection was about. Okay, it is on Amazon CloudFront, and then like this will give some of the idea about where exactly the type is from, and where I am trying to access. So it has been giving some location where exactly it has been located. Also, Homestead, Florida, United States. Like this, we can make some analysis and then find out. Okay, someone is spying our system or not. Right, this is the way to do it by using this current ports, and there is a way to do it by using the command prompt also. So go to the command prompt, and if you can type the command net start minus n, 1 second, h I think, or okay, net start is not working. It should have worked. 1 second, just let me check. Yeah, net stat. Yeah, sorry, someone net stat, and if I give the minus n, it will give me all the connections which have been established or waiting. Right now, it will give the all the connections. If something is wait, or that is fine. And also I can use a filter also to identify some of this things and find out which has been not doing well. So net stat minus n, then I will try to write a filter and then find this established. So it will show which of the things that are in this state. So these are all the things which are there in the connection established stage, and which ports they are currently addressing to. This is also another way wherein we can see which kind of connection it has made, whether it is a TCP connection, and all those things we can make an analysis by seeing these commands. So this is another way of doing it. So now there is one more last tool which I will go to tell is, like, there is a website by name hybrid analysis. What we can do is we will go to, I will show this because I have created the virus or the payload on the remote machine. So I will go to the remote machine, Kali, and then Kali. Right. So from here, I will try to access the browser. And like now I have a doubt on some particular file which has been downloaded as an exe file. Right. Now, how do I correct, or how do I verify that without running it on my system? Because like if I run on my system, there may be chance that my system maybe get corrupted. Right. So what is the way to do it is, there is a website by name hybridanalysis.com. So in this website, I can upload the payloads which I created sometime back or previously. These are all the payloads I created, like EXM, EXE, exam, EXE, recent EXE, and all. I can try on any of them, and we can see whether they're having any malicious content or not. And then we can give it on analyze. Right. So I can select that particular file. I will select any of this. Because I could have shown you this on Windows, but I don't have any of the .exe files created there. But anyhow, like this is an browser application, right? So you can write it anywhere. I will write exm exe.exe, right? And then I will right. I need to give the consent, and I am not a robot. Just it's asking for. Fully, I will able to. I'll be able to identify all the bridges. Okay, it has been done. And also, like, I can give my email ID over here, so that it will be complete report will be sent to that ID about this file which I have uploaded. Then if I give continue, it will start analyzing that particular file. So like I will just assume that Windows 10 is not there. So I will assume that Windows 7 64-bit, and even you can do it from any other platform also, like Android also we can do it if any application is there, and then do it. So Windows 7 64-bit, I'm just trying to see and generate the public report. It will give me a report on what kind of application it is. Uh, been. It will try to analyze, and also it is the file is currently an unknown type. Once this analysis is done, it will give the type. So now I can see that this is an malicious one, right? So this is how we can find out like what exactly this is with there, or what exactly this find is. So if it is a malicious one, we can just leave it as it is without opening it on our machine, and also it has been labeled as a Trojan, that is a generic type. So this is how we can use this hybrid analysis.com website to find the nature of some of the things which you have done. Like even not only this, even you can use for any other exe. I will see which we have created, and then check whether it has been that has been identified or not. So we'll just use one more. One more is not having anything, I guess. Okay, we'll use the recent.exe. Maybe it may be an encoded one. Not sure. Right. Let's check. Right. Then we'll go for this analysis. This also I will analyze for this 64-bit machine. Right. This is also an malicious type thing which has been created, and I have got some of the things associated with this. We can get more information that about what is that Falcon platform, which can be used to protect this endpoints, and all those things will be there. But anyway, that may be advertisement, but this may be one of the simple tool which we can use in our day-to-day life to protect against if any exe files are found in our system. Okay, so this is what I just wanted to share with you all as a comment on penetration testing. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So we have seen a couple of tools that can be used to identify a couple of tools to identify uh, which are the malware may be there, and how we can analyze those malware by using command prompt, and also by using some of the GUI tools. Earlier there was something called a sandbox, but I could not uh, locate that quickly, so I have not shown it. Otherwise, even you can use hijack this. There is another platform wherein we can download that and find out and submit the report for like what exactly there in the hijack this also. If there are any questions or something, just please let me know.
You can post your question in the chat window.
Some other framework, in the sense like there is another framework that is called as while, VEIL, that is also for used for in the same way that can be used for loading the payload like MSF Venom. That is also having the same effect like this, wherein we can create some of the payload with exe file, and also we can encode, and then we can create it, and in a similar fashion it can be used. Like we have only the reverse TCP, right? Like that reverse HTTPS connections are there. Those types can be explored. Wheel, that one you can just explore, just Whale framework, that also you can explore. So how we can make the payload more hidden to users? Just encode it. encode it so that we don't know what exactly the content inside it. That is the one way, but some sort of insider help should be required to run all the hidden connections. It is not possible without any insider help to gain access and run those machines. So you can explore this. I have just shown you an example within Windows. You can explore like how you can use this and try different options, and then you will be able to understand this framework more comfortably, and then you can understand most of these things. No, hands-on session will not be the part of tomorrow's evaluation exam. Just generic questions will be asked, like why MSF Venom will be used, or why this whatever been taught, that will be used. Only that much. It is mainly to make sure that like some people may be accessing this from mobile phones, right? If I ask you to execute something and give me the feedback, then it would be difficult. So that's the reason I am avoiding that part. But that will be general. There will be generic questions from this part as well. So any other questions? Or can we detect what is the OS used by the hacker? See, OS that has been used by the hacker should always have all the ports open, and it should be vulnerable at the first place. Then only he can do it. Using a Windows machine, you cannot do it on an other machine, because Windows will by default have an Windows Defender that will close all the ports which are not in use, and it will make certain things inaccessible to that. So generally, Kali Linux is used, and also some people use the Parrot Linux version. There is something called as Parrot that will be used. But definitely you can see that Kali is the one which we use. If you use save passwords option, yes, it can be uh, done. But Windows Defender will be only used to disable certain connections. See, for example, if you see the exe file which was in the target machine, it was been easily identified by the Windows Defender. But someone, if you are writing it as an encoder, which is like a very safe one, which cannot be detected by anything, then it may go undetected by the Windows Defender. Otherwise, it will be done. It will be identified. If you use, if you save passwords option while accessing a web page and system, where does it get stored? That will be stored in your browser itself, but your browser will have a login to your Gmail, right? So it will be there in the Gmail passwords. It will be there. You can find it from there. Can it be recovered in the sense? Yes, it can be recovered if someone else tries to get into this. That is the one way from the Gmail account. And other than that, if you uninstall it, then maybe some files may be there in the Windows file system which you have to explore to get that. Right? Any other questions related to the session? Can we retrace what are being sent or received over an IP? Yeah, packet sniffing we can do by using some other tools. Packet sniffing, wherein where exactly the packet moves over the network, that we can do. So any other questions?
Thanks, Professor. I think it was a good session today.
Okay.
And the link for tomorrow's session will be the same.
Okay.